Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Before Dionne and I bring out our special guests and give out free winners for today's action, we have some exciting stuff to tell you about. First, I can't start a show. Good morning.
Good morning, Buttercup.
You look adorable today.
Thank you, so do
You
you.
look very fetching. Now, Dionne and I did go to the ballpark last night.
We did. That was so much fun yesterday.
Las Vegas ballpark, Las Vegas Aviators, opening day. I want you to know, guys, whether you bet sports or not, whether you like sports or not, go to a baseball game with your family, whether it's your wife, your husband, your best friends, your parents. I brought my dad. He's going to be 90 in a month. And going to a ball game with your parents, one of your parents, an uncle, an aunt, a grandparent, there's nothing like it because it takes me back to the time when my dad used to bring me to the ball game. I used to bring my mitt and try to catch a foul ball. We had a great time. We also brought our nephew, Frankie, hi, Frankie. He had a great time last night. Actually, we're going to embarrass him. He liked the girl who sang the national anthem. We tried to get them together last night. We had a lot of fun last night, but going to a ball game with your friends, the ladies, the guys, whatever, your buddies, couples, go to the ball game, a cold beer, a hot dog, watching any type of baseball at any level.
And it's an all-American sport. Everybody loves baseball.
Guys, just try to do it. Whether you're a big baseball fan or not, it is a wonderful day. And I'm going to cry because I got to hang out with my dad again at the ballpark. Like I said, he'll be 90, and it brings me back to the times where he used to bring me when I was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And it really touched my heart. So enough of that. Speaking of baseball, very, very, very soon, tomorrow, opening day officially in the MLB.
Yes.
Very excited about that. We will be starting a new baseball show. Now, we're going to try to get it to you by Friday. If not, it'll start hopefully by Monday. Totally different format, totally different show than the First Family Show. It'll be later on in the day, strictly dedicated to baseball. So don't make any of your MLB betting decisions until you check in with that show. Dionne, take it away, darling.
Well, with Joey and I running very hot in all sports, the great folks over at SportsMemo is doing something amazing for the First Family. Any and as many packages as you can want, from a full day through a full year, 40% off. All you have to do is use code D'Amico40 upon checkout. 40% off. And you know what else today is?
Tell me about today, darling.
Today is Fill Your Cart Wednesday. Anything that you can fit in your cart, as much as you want, for anybody on the website, 33% off. Code 33 upon checkout. 33% off is an amazing deal.
Amazing deal. Guys, we got a great show for you today with a great panel. You're going to be getting NBA. You're going to be getting NHL. You're going to be getting soccer. So with any further ado, because you know how I hate ado, let's bring on the king of the ice, because he's been busting books all season long, Mr. Don Buster. He's going to tell you what he's got going on tonight, what he's excited about the next few days, and give you a free winner. Don, take it away, handsome.
Thanks, Dionne. Thanks, Joe. Always glad to be here on a Wednesday. I missed last week, but was away a bit. So anyways, I'll get right into what we have going here. Great promo at SportsMemo, that 33% off. We have two packages up. We have a Masters package that we've put up at $9 on Monday, and we're leaving it up there till the tee off on Thursday. So $9 Masters package, and tonight we have a 5% NHL release. We are hitting 83%, 19-4-1, our last 24 5% releases. Go over to SportsMemo and grab those packages, but do yourself a favor. Grab them with the 33% off. And our free play today on the show is going to be Detroit-Winnipeg over 6.5. We actually have this game already over 6. We gave it out to our clients last night. Because we're very good at finding these totals that we think I was actually kind of shocked. I figured this wouldn't go over to 6.5 till maybe later this afternoon. But just before we started taping the show, I had to tell Joe that this total's gone to 6.5. It was at 6 up until about 10 minutes ago. Back-to-back for Detroit tonight. Big upset with Detroit last night against the Bruins. So now they come here. That was their first win in 7 games. And the reason why they don't win too much is because their defense is terrible. They have actually allowed, in their last 5 games alone, they've allowed almost 6 goals a game. So we're looking for Winnipeg here. This is their first game since Saturday. So they're good and fresh. They're in need of trying to get to the playoffs. They're 7 points back, and they got about 12 games left, and they need to get into those Western playoffs, which is going to be a very tough task. So they have to win games. We see them come out flying tonight. And also we have a few trends here for the over. The over is 14-3, the last 17 when Detroit plays on a back-to-back. And the over is 9-3, the last 12 games these two teams have played in Winnipeg. The line's gone up to 6.5, but we still recommend a small play on the Detroit-Winnipeg over.
There he is, Mr. Don Buster, sports fans. He told you over in that Detroit-Winnipeg game. He gave it out last night, over 6. The Lexington over 6.5. 19-4 on those big game releases on a run. Record. Go over to SportsMemo. Use those discounts. Follow Don Buster. You're going to see him again at the end of the show. Without any further ado, guys, normally, like I said, we're changing things up a little bit. We want to, keep it fresh. And nobody keeps it fresher than my lady. We're going to go to the First Lady of Las Vegas, who's been doing really well on the free plays here on the show.
I have.
And I know you got some exciting things to talk about as far as tonight in the NBA. Please take it away, darling.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I dropped a game yesterday, and I really don't take losing for you or for me lightly. But today, I bounced back with my NBA Lady Luck play, and you can get it right now over at SportsMemo for just $10. And I won another free play for everyone here yesterday on the show. And today we do it again. Just 3 games left in the regular season. Boston is tied with Milwaukee and Philadelphia, just 2.5 games back of Miami. A win here would certainly help the Celtics to snatch a division title. And moreover, further help them for a better seed come the playoffs. Right now, these two teams are going in opposite directions. Chicago is struggling, dropping 13 of the last 19 straight up, and 14 of the last 19 against the spread. They got crushed by Milwaukee last night. Meanwhile, a fresher Boston team comes in here with the NBA's top defense. Look for the Celtics to better their situation with a big win for us and cover here tonight. The Bulls are 1-10 against the spread the last 11 games played versus teams with a winning percentage above 600, and 9-21 against the spread the last 30 home games played versus teams with a winning record. So I'm going to go ahead and play Boston here.
The First Lady of Las Vegas says take the Boston Celtics. Use one of those discounts, guys. Whether it's to fill your card 33% or the D'Amico 40% of any package from 1 day to 1 year. Use it. Follow her. She's a winner. You know how I know she's a winner? She married me. Now, guys, from one winner to another, I love him. You love him. He is the Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Laguretos, and I love his name. Let's bring him on. Fresh off a modeling shoot. Right on Mykonos Beach. He might be oiled up. He might be in a swimsuit. We don't know. But he's got another soccer win for you. Pavlos, take it away.
Well, I do have my hoodie up, so you don't know what's beneath me. So, yeah, 1-on-1 split in the Champions League last night, but I have a five-unit side blaster for Thursday. I have a best bet double trouble for today, Wednesday in the European and the North American Champions League, and a 4-unit best bet for Friday. So take advantage of those coupons, and or maybe get a 7-day or 3-day all access package. We'll get you some great deals and some great value for your money. Now onwards to my free play. It's for Saturday in the Serie A. I'm going to take the under 3 goals in the Inter Milan versus Verona match. Inter Milan are 10-1 to the under 3 in their last 11. Only 2 of their last 18 matches across all competitions produced over 3 goals. And Verona, 60% of their last 15 matches produced 3 goals or less with 4 pushes in there. Inter Milan, they beat Verona by 3-1 in their reverse fixture earlier in the season, but 2 of those goals were scored in the final 10 minutes of the match, and the final goals actually scored deep into the stoppage time in literally the last minute of the match. And Inter Milan currently sitting third in this area with 63 points, 3 points behind Napoli and 4 points behind league leaders AC Milan, but with a match in hand. So a win here would take them 1 point behind the top spot. So Inter Milan will continue to be careful at the back because they know that Verona can score easily. Verona actually have the 3rd best offense in the league. So Inter Milan will try to force a tight match. The stakes are really high for them. They just need the win. They don't need a fancy win. And I think they'll be able to keep Verona at bay. So I expect a cagey match between the two. So I like the under 3 goals here.
Under 3 goals in the Verona Inter Milan. And I love him. You love him. He is the Greek god of soccer. I've been doing this 40 some odd years, 30 some odd years here in Vegas, documented over 20 years. I've never seen anybody as good as Pavlos Laguretos in soccer. Use one of those discounts. Follow him. He's a winner, and you will be too if you follow him. From one winner to another. God, I love when Kevin Thomas is on the show. He always brings it. You know, they talk about Michael Jordan, never showed up to a game half-assed. Neither does Kevin Thomas. He's one of the best there is, and I love him. You love him. Kevin Thomas, big NBA winner. Let's bring him on. Let's tell him what he's got.
Hey, thank you for having me. I get to hit cleanup today, and I'm awesome. That's awesome for that, you know. I was 1-1-1 yesterday. That's not too good. That was my trifecta, so I had to win, the push, and the loss. I had that same thing coming back. I have another trifecta where you can get 2 of my NBA, 1 top, and 1's going to be this free winner I give. I'm giving you a premium pick today, and then my hockey. I'm the number 1 hockey guy last 30 days, and I look to finish strong heading into the playoffs. So make sure you jump on that discounted trifecta for $25. Roll it in with that 33% off anything, and line me up with any of these great cappers here, and fill that shopping cart up. Now, I took the Nets -6. When I sent it to Joe this morning, it was -7. So that 1-point swing kind of scares me a little bit, but not enough to not bet it here. I'm thinking Seth Curry might not be suiting up for this one. He didn't play the last game. And the Nets have been sporadic, up and down, but it's crunch time now. These guys, they want that 7th seed, and they need to beat the Knicks, who are off a great, the Knicks, they put up like 30 points against the Magic. So I think this might be a little inflated here. I think this could be like a -10, to be honest with you. The Knicks have been starting anybody that wants to suit up. They started a league. They went after Kemba Walker, thought he was going to be the point guard of the future for them and get them to the promised land. Now you got Julius Randle, who he's injured. Is he really injured, or is he just fed up with New York and wants out of there? So Barrett, Tobin, these guys are stepping up big. And then, the Emmanuel Quickly from Kentucky, he's playing good for the point guard, but it's not going to be enough to overpower the Nets here. You got Irving and Durant on the court at the same time, and these two didn't play at all against the Knicks, who they beat 3-0 this season. They weren't on the court at all together in any of those games. Now, you did have Durant and Harden, but Harden, you can tell, is a ball hog, and Irving's a ball hog too, but these two play well together, and when Irving wants to play defense, the guy can D up. So the Nets have to win. This is a game they must win, and I don't think the Knicks have enough to keep up with them. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Nets -6 for my free winner.
Sports fans, Kevin Thomas, he's good looking. He's a great capper. He says, take the Nets -6. Now, guys, I want you to know, KT, multiple sport leaderboards. Number 1 the last 30 days on the ice, kicking butt in NBA. Use one of those discounts. And by the way, he's got a baseball bat in hand. Kevin, I don't know if you know this. I have a baseball bat in my car. No mitt, no glove, just a baseball bat, like every other Italian from Little Italy.
But I do want to say, I do miss seeing Kevin in his cheese head. Maybe next week, maybe for the baseball show, he'll put it on. Sports fans, it's time to lower the volume on your tablet, your PC, your phone, whatever, because I'm revved up right now. Fresh off my 5% Eastern Conference Game of the Month. Easy winner last night with the Milwaukee Bucks crushing the Bulls. 127-106. I come in with another easy winner for you today. My 100%. That's right. They are perfect this season. NBA Las Vegas strip move. When all of my Vegas odds making, sportsbook and sports betting contacts come in with the same game as I come in with, it becomes a Las Vegas strip move play. They are 100% this season. I have it available right now. SportsMemo, $10. Now let's talk about a free winner. And I really like this game, guys. Sports fans, both Oklahoma City and Utah played last night, and for the second straight game, the Thunder came up with a big win. Now, they've been eliminated for postseason play for quite a while now. We're not questioning that. However, that doesn't stop this team from playing spoiler and covering games. Believe it or not, they're the hottest team in the NBA against the spread, covering 9 of their last 11 outings. Guys, I got to tell you right now, Jalen Horde, what can we say about Jalen Horde? He's a player to watch out for. He signed a 10-day contract with Oklahoma City last night. 24 points, 21 boards. Outstanding. This guy's got something to prove. Wow. Now, folks, there's no question that Utah is a better team. However, this is still a team that's locked into one of the Western Conference's top 6 spots for the postseason. Just avoiding the play-in situation was big for them. As it is most likely, I'm saying most likely they'll be facing Dallas, which they have beaten in all 4 matchups this regular season. So just staying right here in the slot that they're in,
is an okay situation for Utah, guys. By the way, they haven't covered a game in the last 8 outings. This is way too many points, especially against a Thunder team that's 6-1 ATS the last 7 meetings in Utah, 8-2 ATS the last 10 as an underdog, and 21-6 ATS the last 27 in a row on the road. Let me tell you this. I think the Thunder can play spoiler outright here. I put a few bucks on the money line here. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying watch out for it. But taking 17.5 here is a win. Take it. Use those discounts. Buy Joe D. You know, baseball is my best sport by far. I am disciplined. I never go above $1.40. I don't care if Sandy Koufax is on the mound. With the 27 Yankees batting order behind him, I don't go above $1.40. If you're looking for profits, you follow Joe D. It's a winner. Let's bring everybody on. We've got a couple of announcements, guys. I got a couple of announcements. And
We do.
All right, Dan, what's first with our announcements?
Well, with Joe and I running very hot in all sports, the great folks over at SportsMemo do have that amazing discount for the first family. Any and as many packages as you want from 1 day through a full year, 40% off. D'Amico, 40 upon checkout. And today, don't forget to go shopping at SportsMemo. 33% off of anything that you can fit in your cart from any of the amazing handicappers on the website or this show. 33% off. Code 33 upon checkout. Don't forget to do that.
And if you're dyslexic, it's still 33. Anyway, sports fans, tune in every day this week. So Thursday and Friday, the First Family Show, we've got some great guests coming on. You're going to get some great free winners. Also, hopefully by Friday, if not by Monday, we're going to have a dedicated baseball show later on in the day. Different format, different everything. You're going to love it. Don't make a move in baseball until you check in with that show every day. We're going to be covering, a lot of free MLB picks. In the first few days, we're going to be giving out a lot of futures, division, pennant, World Series, obviously MVP, Cy Young, a lot of futures. So there's a lot of value there. Guys, we would love it if you went to the Sports Memo YouTube channel, subscribe, takes 2 seconds. A lot of great content. This show, the baseball show, our buddy John Ryan, who outside of Dionne is the best looking host in sports betting. Yes, he's even better looking than me. He does a ton of great content. Also, go to the Sports Memo Twitter page. Guys, the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at Sports Memo. They each post free stuff. You get a lot of great trends, streaks, futures, free articles. Go over there, follow. Also, follow Kevin Thomas. Kevin Thomas 04, Don Buster, Don _Buster, Pavlos, Laguretos, Paulie _WT. Follow Dionne. What is your Twitter, darling?
I am the First Lady of Vegas.
And I am at Joe D'Amico Wins. Let's run down the plays real quick. Don, who did you have today?
We got Detroit, Winnipeg over 6.5.
Darling?
I am going with Boston -7.5.
Wouldn't it be funny if I called Don Darlin and you by your first name? Let's go. Pavlos, what did you have, buddy?
I have the under 3 goals in the Verona versus Inter Milan match.
KT.
Nets -6.
And Joe D had Oklahoma City +17.5. Dionne, can you take us out of here, please?
I can. So don't forget to tune in every day for special guests and a ton of free winners. On behalf of Sports Memo, Don Buster, Kevin Thomas, Pavlos, Laguretos, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.